Why are people entitled to beliefs? He's just a man with his beliefs. Leave him alone. No. We don't need beliefs. It's the only anti-position worth taking. Anti-beliefs. Never mind the specifics. Doesn't matter what it is. That's why it's not discriminatory. Whatever narrative you have that is not self-evident, which means it has to be a belief, doesn't have any substantiality. So why not drop it? So much more could be getting done if beliefs were dropped. What do you need them for? You're dealing with things as they are. And if so, there's no need for belief. Things are what they are. So wherein is a belief required? That's something everybody can agree on, how things are. I don't see how belief lends assistance in any situation. I don't see any utility in any way. Doesn't matter what it is. Oh, we believe the sun is there. No, we don't believe the sun is there. The sun is there. Until it's not there, we can assume it's there. No belief required. You gotta go by what you know for sure and take it from there. Don't get ahead of yourself. Speculations that you hope are true. Come on. Drop the luggage. Deal with the now, right now. Oh, but you need belief, right? It helps you survive. It helps you get the most out of a situation. Does it? I think it's just the opposite. You're lost in the woods. Now, what's a belief going to do? Motivate you to get out? I believe I can get out. You're either going to get out or you're not. And to say that you wouldn't be motivated because you didn't believe you could get out. No. If you don't believe anything, you're going to do what you can to get out. It's only when you start believing or disbelieving things that you might not get out. I believe I'm going to get rescued. And you're going to sit there, hope on mere chance. I believe there'll be a chance. Or you could just get off your ass and just keep walking till you get out. Or until you die trying. What about beliefs when it comes to other people? Taking someone's word. You're believing them, right? Well, how so? I mean, people by nature are trustworthy. That's the innocent nature of a human being. It's learned later on that there is deception. And so through this deception, there is an awareness of distrustfulness. trustworthiness and reliability. So it's really not about whether you believe it or not. What it really boils down to is how much are you willing to risk to establish a trust. That's what it boils down to. Someone says, oh, I'm going to meet you on Broadway and 7th Street. No belief required, you just go. If they show up, there's an aspect of trust there. If they don't show up, then they're distrustful. So no belief required. What about more broader things? Someone's asking you to invest money. Or you have to take some kind of leap of faith based on someone's word. Are you believing it? No. You have no way of knowing. That's why you need to use a belief to begin with. It's undetermined, it's uncertain. So that's a given. To establish a belief is silly. So how much are you willing to risk? Someone tells you, invest $20,000, boils down to a risk. If you're going to put your life at stake based on something someone says, that's a risk. No beliefs. What about beliefs concerning science? Still, wherein is belief required? If something can be proven scientifically, then it is self-evident and requires no belief. If there are any lingering doubts, they can be dispelled through demonstration. What we can learn from history is to keep an open mind to theories. If a theory is not yet proven, we don't have to believe or disbelieve, but just keep an open mind until all the facts are in. If it turns out a theory is correct, then fine. If not, that's fine too. But what we shouldn't be doing is closing our minds to possibilities. Or, worse yet, demonizing people as heretics and executing them simply because a theory clashes with some theological belief or a traditional worldview. Can it hurt to keep an open mind? The only thing an open mind hurts is a stubborn belief. The theory of a round earth was first conceptualized in ancient Greece back in the 6th century BC, and most people didn't believe it. It wasn't until the 3rd century BC that it was proven. But it might have been proven a whole lot sooner, if not for such closed-minded resistance from obstinate beliefs and inflexible thinking. So with science, no beliefs are required. If there is proof and evidence, it can be accepted as relevant. If it can be disproven, then it can be discarded as irrelevant. If it's still a theory, we can keep an open mind to it. No belief. Now comes the question, shouldn't we also keep an open mind to things that require belief? If we can afford this to science, shouldn't we also be affording it to items of faith, such as God? Well, that's really a personal choice. If you are not believing or disbelieving, but keeping an open mind, it certainly can't hurt you. So go ahead if you feel it serves you in some way. But it really doesn't translate into anything functional. I could keep an open mind to the existence of a flying linguini monster. But I certainly won't be holding my breath. For it all boils down to plausibility. How plausible is a flying linguini monster? On the other hand, how plausible is it that there may be intelligent life forms from other planets? So keeping an open mind to the unplausible is pretty much moot. At least with science, most theories, if given enough time, will one day be demonstratable one way or the other. Religious theories, on the other hand, have never been demonstrated one way or another in the entire history of theology. Will change and eventually no longer exist. The universe as we know it today was not always so. Any current laws or structure that we call truth developed into such and will one day decay out of such, or with time change so drastically that they will no longer resemble what they once were. Even foundational aspects such as time, space, physics, the speed of light, are not exempt from this. So mankind should really be reevaluating his attachment to these things called truth and belief, and reframe them in a more proper perspective. Nothing is really true, and there is no need to believe in anything. What is self-evident is self-evident. There's no need to believe in it. And what is self-evident is a transient dissipation. There's no truth in it. So all you have are temporary aspects of functionality. You don't need to believe in it. Just utilize it. And there's no truth in it. They're just temporary aspects of functionality.